Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SUNW. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis several times in the past, so that is where these red line annotations here are coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely some updates need to be done. First update I'm going to do is just a little house cleaning and go ahead and get rid of that line right there. Sure, that level pertains, just not relevant right now, and from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's lines and clutter everywhere. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that needs to be done comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So going into today, that level right there at $1.53 was an area of resistance, but now that the price has broken up above it, that would be the newest area of support, what I would consider the ideal level. I mean, if you were to ask Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute best going forward? Certainly if the price can stay up above $1.53. Don't get me wrong, though, from the big picture point of view, it's all about that purple line right there, the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving. As time goes by, that line's going to move itself higher and higher, and as long as the price stays above it, like it's done a bunch of times in the past, sure, there's been temporarily breaks above it, but for the overall part, the price has stayed up above it, and as long as that remains the case, the bulls 100% own the chart, from the grand scheme of things perspective. Again, yeah, ideally staying above $1.53 would be great, but big picture-wise, as long as the price is above that purple line, the bulls 100% own the chart. What about areas of resistance? As far as where the sellers are at, nothing complicated here other than the fact that the party stopped today right up there at $1.75. So $1.75, right? I suppose to be specific, $1.74, but I'm just going to call it $1.75. That'll be public enemy number one going forward. But as I've said in many of the past videos I've done on this one, at the end of the day, and as you longer-term holders have seen, resistance levels just don't matter. What matters is what the price has already been doing, and that is this right here. Just build an overall higher base. As long as these higher bases, or if you want to picture these as stair steps, continue to be built in the upwards direction, then just sit back and let the overall trend do its thing. So focus on healthy consolidations, and like I said, let the trend do what it's going to do. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.